Hello from Seoul! What's your favorite Korean street food? I'm pretty sure 9 out of 10 will say tteokbokki. But did you know there are so many types of tteokbokki? If you didn't, here's good news. Today, I'm gonna show you 5 types of tteokbokki. So if you're sick and tired of classic tteokbokki, I think it's time to say goodbye. Alright, let's get started! I said it's time to say goodbye, but the classic is always right, and I know some of you still wanna see it. So let me briefly show you the super simple tteokbokki. It is so easy, but restaurant quality. So buckle up. You will need onion, cabbage, green onion, fish cake, and rice cake. And if you have some hard-boiled eggs, it couldn't be better because this is the beauty of tteokbokki. First, let's prep the vegetables. Slice half of an onion and cut some cabbage into bite-sized pieces. And then chop some green onion as much as you want. Remember, more green onion, more delicious. Next, fish cake. Cut one fish cake into bite-sized pieces. Some of you might want to skip this because of the name fish cake, but it's not fishy at all. Trust me, it just makes your tteokbokki more flavorful. I blame the translator. Now let's make the sauce. Put 1 tablespoon of Korean chili paste, 2 tablespoons of Korean chili pepper flakes, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of corn syrup, a half tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of mirin, a half tablespoon of minced garlic, some black pepper, and 1 tablespoon of water. Lastly, to replicate restaurant quality tteokbokki, I'm gonna add a half tablespoon of dashida, Korean beef stock powder. You don't have this? That's okay. You can replace it with chicken stock or MSG, or you can just skip this. No problem at all. But without this, you know. Now put 1.5 cups of water in a wok. Add the veggies, fish cakes, 250 grams of rice cakes, 2 hard-boiled eggs, and the sauce. And then place it over medium heat for about 8 minutes. At this point, make sure to stir it so that they don't stick on the bottom. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't walk away, not even a second. You can do some cleanup and stir it occasionally. If you prefer soupy tteokbokki, then you can turn off the heat now. But if you want it to be thicker, you can boil it a little longer. It's all up to you, so follow your heart. Alright, it looks done. Let's transfer it to a serving plate. It's much simpler than you think, right? If you have all the ingredients now, it's time to put on your apron. Alright, let's call our taste tester. There.
Ooh, it is super red. Where's green onion, by the way? I can't wait to dig in. 오, 진짜 오랜만이다. 침 나올 것 같아. Ready? The sauce has so much flavor. It is quite spicy and a little bit sweet and savory at the same time. Let me show you the beauty of tteokbokki. Pour some sauce. I've been waiting for this. Ready? 역시 이 맛에 떡볶이를 먹는 거야. Now I love to break it into small pieces so it can absorb all the sauce.
This time, I'm gonna make Kanjang Toki, soy sauce tteokbokki. If you can't handle spicy food or wanna enjoy tteokbokki with your kids, this will be perfect for you. You will need ground beef, mushroom, green onion, carrot, and rice cake. To be honest, the carrot is mainly for a prettier presentation, so if you're home alone, you can skip it. But unfortunately, I can't, because I have a tough critic. Let's start with the vegetables. First, chop some green onion into small pieces. These guys will add a depth of flavor like unsung heroes. Again, more green onion, more delicious. Next, mushrooms. You can use any kind of mushrooms you like, but if you really want to enhance the flavor, I strongly recommend shiitake mushrooms. Lastly, carrots. As I said earlier, it's more of an aesthetic thing, so please chop it into small pieces so that nobody can avoid it. Sorry about that, carrot haters. Let's make the sauce. Put 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, a half tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, a half tablespoon of mirin, a half tablespoon of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, and mix it. Now everything is ready. Let's get to cooking. Put some oil in a wok. Add 100 grams of ground beef and stir fry it. Instead of beef, you can also use pork or chicken, but I strongly recommend beef because it tastes best for this recipe. Add some salt and pepper to season and put the green onions, mushrooms, carrots, 250 grams of rice cake, sauce, and stir fry everything for about 1 minute. Now add 1 cup of water and place it over medium heat for about 5 minutes. For information, if you put a lid on, you can cook it faster. Also, if you want to make a more beautiful color that you've seen at restaurants, then I recommend adding a little bit of dark soy sauce. Even if it doesn't make a big difference in taste, it will make your food more appetizing. So you may feel like you're a master chef at Korean restaurants or something. But this is totally optional, so if you don't have it, never mind. Again, transfer it to a serving plate and finish it up with green onions and sesame seeds. Since it's not red, I know it's hard to imagine what it tastes like, but don't worry about it. I'll bring the taste tester.
Claire.
우 대박. 오. 맨날 빨간 떡볶이만 보다가 고기도 좀 올라가 있고 한 떡볶이 보니까 엄청 럭셔리해 보이는데? 오, quite fancy, right? I love it. 오, 되게 윤기가 쫘르르 흐르는 것이 되게 먹음직스러워 보인다. Let me try it. 불고기 좋아하는 사람들 진짜 딱 좋아하겠다. 쇠고기 맛이 엄청 진하게 강하게 나고 거기에 쫄깃쫄깃한 떡이 곁들여진 그런 느낌? 말 그대로 풍미가 진짜 가득하다. 밥 반찬으로 먹어도 될 것 같은 그런 느낌이야. 맛있어서 계속 퍼먹게 되네. 이건 보통 떡볶이랑 다르게 단백질도 풍부하고 맵지도 않아서 애기들 있는 집에 딱이다. 심지어 고급져. That's very important.
Since we had savory tteokbokki, let's make creamy tteokbokki this time. It's basically cream pasta made of rice cakes. You will need onion, green onion, bacon, heavy cream, and different kinds of cheeses. If you want to make it like pasta bosquiola, you can also add button mushrooms. That's gonna be more awesome. First, cut 80 grams of bacon into bite-sized pieces. Next, slice half of an onion into strips. Lastly, chop some green onion into small pieces. Since I'm gonna use this for the garnish, you can skip it. No problem at all. But I wouldn't do that. Now we are all set. It's ridiculously simple, right? Put a little bit of oil in a wok and add the bacon. When it's sizzling in the oil, add the onions and stir fry for about 1 minute. If you have button mushrooms, add it now. I wish I had some. Now put 1.5 cups of heavy cream and add 1 slice of American cheese, some parmesan, a half tablespoon of chicken stock. And lastly, put 250 grams of rice cakes and bring it to a boil for about 5 minutes over medium heat. That's it. Isn't it too simple? If you've never tried tteokbokki or scared of eating spicy food, this can be a good start. I'm sure you will fall in love with tteokbokki. Once the rice cakes are cooked, transfer it to a serving plate. You can finish it off with some parsley flakes, but you know, we have a secret weapon for this. That's right, green onion. Let's top it with some green onions and black pepper. Oh, this is the stuff. I feel better with green onions now. Let's go Claire.
Claire.
Looks like cream pasta. 되게 이번에 산 우리 떡볶이 떡이 진짜 오동통하니 되게 맛있어 보이는 것 같아. 완전 괜찮은데? 이거 벌써 쫄깃쫄깃할 것 같은 게 딱 벌써 느껴져. 히히. 소스를 잔뜩 묻혔어. You know I love this kind of stuff. Ready? 소스 진짜 진하다. 맛있다. 이게 쫄깃쫄깃한 떡볶이랑 되게 잘 어울린다. 이런 거 완전 내 스타일인데 자기가 못 사먹게 해가지고 못 먹었잖아.
This time, let's make Gireum tteokbokki, fried tteokbokki. According to the original recipe, this is not an easy one. But as always, don't worry about it. I'm here for you guys. Just follow my lead. For this, you will need rice cake. Yes, only rice cake. What? You think it looks lonely? Then I'll bring our best friend green onion. First, chop some green onion into small pieces. I'm just using this because you guys really love this, not me. So if you don't have it, you can skip it. But I wouldn't do that. Now let's make the sauce. Put 1 tablespoon of Korean chili pepper flakes and a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper for that extra kick. But if you can't handle spicy food, then just go for Korean chili pepper flakes only. Add 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of corn syrup, a half tablespoon of Korean chili paste, a half tablespoon of oyster sauce, a half tablespoon of minced garlic, a few shakes of black pepper, and give it a mix. If you keep this in the fridge overnight, that's gonna be more awesome. But you know, I can't wait that long because of someone who already finished the street tteokbokki. So let me just cook it right away. Put 250 grams of rice cakes in boiling water. Some of you might wanna ask, Aaron, you said you're making fried rice cakes. Why do you throw them in the water? I'm glad you asked. To get the best flavor, it's better to deep fry this, but since they contain some moisture, if you deep fry them, they will explode like a grenade. For your safety, I changed the recipe. You're welcome. Once they get soft, take them out with your strainer. Take them out, them out. As you can see, it's super slippery, so it may drive you crazy, so use tongs, not chopsticks. Anyway, drain the water and put them in a mixing bowl. And put the sauce, 1 tablespoon of cooking oil, and give it a good mix. Since they are already coated with the oil, you don't need to add more oil to the pan. Place them nicely on the pan and slowly pan fry these over low heat. At this point, what is important is you should keep stirring it because the chili pepper flakes can easily burn. And trust me, if they are burnt, you're not gonna like that. Seriously, you're not. But since the rice cakes are already cooked, you don't have to worry about it. That's why I told you to cook them first. You're welcome again. Transfer it to a serving plate and sprinkle some green onions and sesame seeds. That's it. Let's see how it tastes.
Claire.
Woohoo! This is something we had at traditional market, right? That was really delicious. Let me see yours. Choo-choo. 맛있다. 완전 맛있네. 이름이 왠지 기름 떡볶이라고 해가지고 굉장히 오일리할 것 같지만 전혀 그렇지 않고 깔끔하고 너무 맛있어. 쫀득한 뿐만 아니라 겉을 살짝 크리스피한 게 그게 너무 좋아. 두 가지의 식감을 동시에 즐길 수 있다는 거. 그게 가장 큰 장점인 것 같아. 되게 맛있다. 오랜만에 보니까 되게 좋다. One more! 이건 좀 자주 해먹자. 너무 맛있는데? This is so good. I strongly recommend this.
Do you like jjajangmyeon, black bean noodles? Here's good news. I'm gonna make Chajang Tteokbokki, black bean sauce tteokbokki. It's basically jjajangmyeon plus tteokbokki. Do you need more explanation? You will need pork, green onion, fish cake, and black bean paste. Speaking of pork, if you wanna make it extra delicious, I recommend some fatty parts like pork belly, but it doesn't matter if you use other parts like me. First, chop some green onion and onion into pieces. Next, cabbage. If you have some cabbage, please add some. They're gonna give that extra texture. Lastly, cut the fish cake into bite-sized pieces. Actually, for Jjajang Tteokbokki, it is optional, but since I have some left over, let's use it. Next, let's make the sauce. Put 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, a half tablespoon of oyster sauce, a half tablespoon of Korean chili paste, and 1 tablespoon of water. If you don't add Korean chili paste, it will be more like black bean noodles rather than tteokbokki. Wait, that sounds not bad. If you tried my jjajangmyeon recipe, you know what I'm talking about. Now put some oil in a wok and add 100 grams of pork and stir fry it. Again, it's better to use some fatty parts, but if you don't have it, adding some lard can be a good option. At this point, add 1 tablespoon of black bean paste and stir fry it. Normally, the black bean paste needs to be fried almost like deep frying, but since you're gonna put small amount of black bean paste, just pan frying this for about 2 to 3 minutes would be enough. This way, you can get pretty much the same result. Alright, let's add a half tablespoon of minced garlic, onions, cabbage, green onions, and stir fry them for 1 minute. And then add the sauce, 250 grams of rice cakes, and stir fry everything for about 2 minutes. Now add 1 cup of water and boil it for another 5 minutes. Once it starts to boil, don't forget to add the fish cakes and some hard-boiled eggs. When the sauce gets thicker and the rice cakes are cooked through, transfer it to a serving plate and let's go to our taste tester.
Claire.
Oh my gosh. 오, 비주얼 미쳤다, 미쳤어. 대박. 비주얼 여태까지 본 것 중에 최고다, 최강이다. 사실 이 검정색이 식욕을 돋구는 그런 색은 아니거든? 근데 이 짜장면이 원래 맛있다라는 걸 내가 아니까 냄새만 맡아도 벌써 미친 듯이 막 군침 돌아. I'm so ready for this. 소스를 잔뜩 묻혀서 먹어보겠다. 맛있다. 완전 맛있는데? 감칠맛 장난 아니다. There are a lot of ingredients in the sauce. 여기서 제일 맛있는 건 중간중간에 있는 야채랑 이 간고기. 진짜 맛있는 것 같아. 떡볶이는 그냥 거들뿐인 것 같아. 이거 어렸었을 때 엄마가 되게 많이 사줬다? 근데 어렸으니까 매운 거 잘 못 먹으니까 엄마 이거 사줬었을 거 아니야. 근데 엄마 아빠는 매운 걸 먹으면서 빨간 걸 먹고 있으면서 나는 이걸 사주니까 그 어린 마음에도 뭔가 자존심이 상하더라. 맛은 있는데 상했어. 기분 나빴어.
Today, I showed you 5 quick and easy tteokbokki recipes. If you're tired of classic tteokbokki and wanna try something new, why don't you try these out? I'm pretty sure that will never let you down. I guarantee it. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.